Bringing some beauty to Trenton. From students to teachers to farmers, lots of people came out today to kick off the spring gardening season. Hank Flynn joins us live, and Hank, gardening is just good for the whole community.
Oh, for sure, and it's a community that needs it. And it's funny, Shana, Elaine and I were listening to the newscast. Tough day so far, tough world that we live in today. I suppose the perfect day for this story. The horses are back here in Trenton, plowing community gardens themselves, teaching students about history, science, the like, agriculture even. Sometimes, Shana, it's really good just to get your hands dirty.
This one is Jesse, and this one's Bill.
The furrow horse, that's Bill, trained to walk straight down the last plow furrow, so the next one is straight too. Kevin Watson of Howell Living History Farm says the horses teach school kids things that they don't see much of these days.
They get to learn how fertilizing the soil would work with your leftover corn cobs that they've gotten from shelling corn.
Sure.
They learn that the worms in the composting station will break that down and create nutrients for the soil, and then the bees will pollinate whatever you're planting here.
The program started 35 years ago when community organization Isles of Trenton got permission to turn these 3 Chestnut Street lots into a garden. Jim Simon says the organization now bolsters 70 gardens citywide.
So we help them identify suitable city property they can start gardens on, provide them seeds and seedlings, help them organize, test the soil to make sure it's safe, and really turn them loose so we can really revitalize vacant properties for productive use.
Hilarious learning tools, too. Nothing like breaking out a few earthworms over by the compost heap to get them chattering, stripping the kernels off corn cobs to use for fertilizer, introduction to beekeeping, and it's been 2 pandemic years since they've had students.
Was it strange without the children? It was, but, you know, some neighborhood kids came by and they helped us.
Pete Watson and others from Howell Living History Farm kept the gardens turned over during the pandemic. Neighborhood resident Cefala Ellis knows it's value added for the neighborhood, and she's just glad to see the kids back.
You know, they're digging in the soil, they're getting to see what grounding is, what the earth is like, the importance of growing vegetables, growing flowers, and just being in a healthy atmosphere.
It is healthy. And Shane, another thing that Pete Watson, Kevin, the farmer's father, told me was that he was there back in 1985 when this community garden first got started. He said they were running into foundations and rocks in the ground. They brought an extra plowshare in order to replace the one they had if it broke. He says they never did. 35 years on, look at this community garden. 35 years of gardening changes a land for the better. By the way, there are patches available if you want a community garden on it. There is a waiting list. However, contact Isles of Trenton if you want to know more about it. Guys, we are live from Trenton City Hall. Back to you.
Hey, worth the wait. Beautiful thing they're doing. Thank you, Hank.
Nice.